Hi guys, my name is Cassie and I'm really excited to take you on a beginner's course on how to do makeup today. I want to show you exactly how I got this look. So come along and let's get started. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take my foundation brush. I'm going to do this side of my face. So today I'm going to be just using a Kat Von D foundation. You can use any foundation though that you want and still use a foundation brush. So what I like to do is I like to take 2 pumps and put it right on my wrist. And then there's no like specific method that you have to do. Some people say you have to, but I'm not picky. So I'm going to start on this side. I'm not showing you the primer and everything else because if you're just getting into makeup, I didn't start with all that. I will make other videos in the future to kind of go over this, but right now this is just basically a beginner's course. So here's the foundation with the foundation brush on this side, okay? Now moving on to the other side where we will be using the Beauty Blender. I've already gotten it wet, so it's got a little bit of that too. What happens when you get it wet is it just expands, and I feel like it goes on a lot easier too. This is my preferred method for applying makeup. So I'm gonna go ahead and dip into that. And I'm just going to start with this. You just kind of dot. And you dot all over.
The other reason that I like a beauty blender is because of the fact that you can get more product on your face with it. I feel like a foundation brush just kind of eats the product just a little bit. So, and I'm just dotting all around here. Alright, maybe one more pump. I have my handy dandy mirror with me. Because I have a ratchet pimple that doesn't want to go away. I don't think people even say ratchet anymore, but that's okay, because that's how I would describe this pimple. Alright, and make sure that you see what I'm doing. I'm just dabbing it in.
Ooh, nose is the chin. Alright, so bam, there we have it. The next part of the process, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my concealer method. Okay, so concealer, there's several different ways that you can use a concealer. You can either use it in a cream like this, which is my preferred method. They have sticks, but this, again, this is the way that I kind of choose to do it just because I feel like this works best for like the creases underneath my eyes. No matter what concealer that you do use though, you kind of will do the same method that I'm going to show you. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with that. Alright, so you're going to start underneath the eyes.
Make sure you don't just run it across because that won't work. What you're doing when you're dabbing it in is you're like pounding it into the skin. If you glide it, you're just spreading it across. I just feel like it works better if you just glide it in. Alright. Here is that one. Alright, and concealer is done.
Part of this process is I will go ahead and get into my contour part. Now there's a couple different things that you can use for contour. We have contour sticks and we have powder. My preferred method is powder, so I'm going to show you with powder. Now you take a brush. Now, they say it has to be like a specific angle type brush, but I actually prefer a rounded one. And then what I do is I just take and rub in there, and then I start with my cheeks. And I go back and forth on the cheeks from the tip of the ear all the way down. And then I go to the other side, tip of the ear, down. Get a good blend going back and forth, kind of like you sucked in your cheeks. And then I'm gonna move around to the top of the forehead here. So I'm gonna do just like that, back and forth. This will just make your forehead look smaller. I have a wider forehead, so I kind of like to make it look a little bit smaller. And then you can take it to the bottom of the jawline and just go across. Just like that, just outlining the jaw. And it just makes it, with contour, everything that you do dark makes everything appear to be smaller. When you go take something and go lighter, it makes it stand out. Okay, so I just contoured everything that I want to contour. Now I'm going to take a lighter one, and I'm just going to rub that right in this area because I want this area to stand out. And then all this is like a lighter powder. Now, after we've contoured, I'm gonna go ahead and move into the eyebrows. Now, just like with everything else, there is an alternative method. I've got two methods right here of different ways to show you. Each contain a brush. A brush is your secret weapon for the eyebrows. Right now, I haven't done anything with them, but I'm just gonna show you how if you take your brush and just brush up those eyebrows, that's your starting point. So I've brushed my eyebrows up. Now, there's two different ways that you can apply your eyebrows. You can use a brow wiz, which looks like this, and it's got the brush on this side and the stuff on this side. This is my preferred method. They also have something called a pomade, and it looks like this. Then you buy the wand separately, so it's got the brush and the dip part. And then you just take it and you just dip it in. You apply it, get some right on your brush there, and then you start applying. Now, eyebrows can be tricky because of the fact that it's easy to mess up. So what I've kind of taught myself is that I follow this line, but it's an invisible line, but it's right underneath the hair. So let's see if I can't do this while I'm recording to kind of show you too. So I don't start with right here, I start with right here. And it's right where the hair already is. Just make a line over it, just like that. You see that? And it's not blended, looks terrible, blah, 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 I know. But you've made your line, okay? Now, I'm gonna take this part and I'm gonna draw in where the other hairs are. And you might have to reach in and get more pomade. Now my pomade's really dry because I haven't used it in a long time. So it might be real easy to mess it up. Okay, so I've drawn it in. Now it's time to blend a little bit. So I'm gonna take it and blend it around. Just like that. Now, if I want to add a little bit more edge to it and just give it a little bit more definition, then I'll go to the top. Just like that. And blend it in. Okay. So there's that version. There's also a few, I highly recommend having a brush. I mean, that's just a key ingredient to perfecting the perfect eyebrow. But now I'm going to show you with the beauty Brow Wiz on this side. It's basically the same thing. I draw that invisible line in on the top and fill in the brow. Almost out of this though. I mean, even on the days that I don't feel like doing like a whole bunch of makeup, I will still do eyebrows because eyebrows are everything to me. So there's that. Going to apply some eyeshadow, and I'm doing just a very basic look today just because if you are new, I don't want to confuse you. There's a lot more parts to this whole makeup putting on process. So I just want to show you the basics, and once you have that down, then you can really start exploring more about it. But these are the key ingredients, like the most important part of doing your makeup is what I'm showing you. Okay, so today's palette, I'm going to be using the Naked, which is the Basics palette. I'm going to go ahead and get started with that. So I'm going to choose this one for my first one, just for the basic color. And I'm going to put that on the whole eyelid. I'm going to go to the other side. Just like that. Okay. Now for this one, I'm going to do a crease. So I'm going to put that right there and right in my crease there. So I'm going to take, okay, I'm applied the all over with the bigger one, the crease with the smaller one. But that's just to apply it, because once I get it on, then I'm going to take it and I'm going to blend it in. I'm kind of doing circles. And I'm going to do that with the other eye, smaller. And blend it. I just did a really basic look, but it's okay. It's okay some days. You don't want a full face every day. Okay, so there is that part. And again, I use a bigger fluffy brush on this side. This one's more like compact, rounded, and small for the crease. And then just took that fluffy brush and blended it right back out. While I'm at it, I'm just going to go in and add a little bit of blush. I do have the angled brush for this. And just watch how I apply. Right over the top there. And then just angling it up with the angled brush. Alright girl, now it's time to get highlighted. This is my favorite part of the whole process here. My tags all hanging out everywhere. Okay. So I'm going to be using Becca. This one's opal. And I've got like a rounded brush for this one. Just going to take it, spin it all in there just like that. And this is a highlighter. So what that means is we're going to highlight the best parts of our face, the one that hits the light and bounces up. So I'm going to do it right here first. Watch that glare. Watch this sparkle. Light up. It says hello. Let me go on this side. Hello again. Okay. And I'm going to take it and up and down the nose. Just like that. Just a little bit more highlight. Alright, and that's it. That's highlighter. Alright, so we are into one of my favorite parts, and that is eyeliner. Eyeliner, again, comes in really your choice of method. You can use almost like a crayon type. I use a liquid, and they even have like the liquids that you, I don't know, like dip and then put in. This just works the best for me. This is the Kat Von D, and it is the tattoo liner. So I use this one, so this is the one I'm going to show you. You can do exactly what I'm doing with whatever you use. It's just going to look a little bit different because this one is a liquid, and if you use a crayon or something, it's got more of like a charcoal type look. Alright, I'm going to get with it here, and hopefully you can see as I'm doing it. Just going to swing it across the eye and tip the top up. Bam, just like that. Alright, and I'm going to close your eye. Now, one thing that you want to make sure you do when you're doing eyeliner is make sure that you get all the bottom part of the eye, because there's nothing worse than like opening your eye and like having a line and then having white underneath it because you forgot to get that part. So it's very important to make sure that you get all parts of the eye. Right, so I've got this one, just a basic, and then I'm gonna run over this one too. Alright, there's that. Now I'm just gonna fill in. See, because this is what I'm talking about. Like there's a white underneath. With that, you have to make sure it's all covered. Now I'm just gonna kind of connect these two at the bottom. Give it more of a sharp look. Okay, now I'm just gonna fix the wing a little bit. And I'm gonna say a little bit of a knot. That's okay. There's that. And now I'm gonna go ahead and swing over to mascara, because I already have it right here. Mascaras. There's a lot of different ones out there. I use Buxom, basically anything from Sephora, just because it's quality. You get for what you pay. Did not mean to do that dramatic of a look either with the eyeliner, but it just kind of happened. I have in my snack snack. And if you don't know how to put on mascara, sucks to be you. No, I'm just kidding. So, time to move on to the mascara portion. So the one that I'm using today is Buxom. You can use any one though. They all do the same thing. It's just they all claim to do different stuff. Volume, thickening. But this one is thickening. So what I do is I put up on the bottom and then just work it like back and forth, almost like a zigzag, to add that extra volume. And I do that on each side. From there, I'm gonna take it to the lipstick, and the one that I put on is Butter by NYX. And basically, how you put on lipstick is you just take it on the bottom lip, you rub together, and then you do the 2 points, just like that. Now they have a lot of different lipsticks out there. They have a matte that just dries on your lips, so it doesn't have too much shine. They have a gloss, it's all shine, and then they have Butter, which is kind of drier, but at the same time has a little bit of shine to it. There's a ton out there, and I can make a video on that if you want me to go into a little bit more depth. I just wanted to give you like a basic look on how to just take a few makeup items and transform your face.